Hey there. Okay, so I just want to say congratulations first off on starting your business and starting it off on the right path. If you're watching this, it's probably because you decided to start your business with inventory, which is the best way to service your customers. You are going to see such a higher sales rate and a return customer rate because you're going to have the products on hand to offer your customers. And so if you're watching this, it's because you are eligible for a business debut. And so this is one of the first ways that you can kind of get your business started and get it started on the right track. And this just gives you an opportunity to let your family and your friends know about your business and this new venture in your life. And it gives you an opportunity also to have your recruiter or your sales director come and just kind of show you the ropes. And so this video is to share with you a little bit about how to prepare for the party. And then there's going to be a second one on actually how to prep on that day and what to be prepared for on that day. And so first and foremost, you are going to want to over invite for this event. I mean, like super over invite. I mean, inviting like a minimum of 50 people. 50, you heard it, 50, okay? And the reason being is because out of those 50, about half of them are going to say yes or maybe, and half of those 25 are actually going to show up. So if you invite around 50, you can probably expect about 10 people to show. And it's important to know this up front so you can be aware of the numbers. If you invite 10, you might get 2 people there. I mean, maybe. And the goal is to have a minimum of 10. And so you want to super over invite and just know right now that not everybody is going to be able to attend your party. Not everyone is, and that's okay. That doesn't mean that they don't want to help you and they don't want you to be successful. Okay, so you want to super over invite to get the best results. And when I say invite, I mean like face-to-face physical verbal invite, handing them an invitation or mailing out invitations. You guys, I think mailing invitations and following up with a phone call is the best way to invite people. You do not want to rely solely on Facebook because when you do things on Facebook, you generally hear crickets. Like you don't hear anything, okay? Because people get slaughtered with things on Facebook with game invites and event invites and all this stuff. And so the best way to get people at your event is to mail invitations or to personally invite people, mailing and then following up with a personal invitation. That's the best way to do it, okay? And you can actually go on my website and get some invitations on there that you can print out and mail out. So that's really helpful, and it's already ready for you. If you go to unitnet.com/Chelsea Berling, under new consultants, you'll be able to look for that information there, okay? And then here's the thing, the outline, kind of like the idea of what we're going to be doing at the party is we're going to be doing handshakes. And what that means is we're going to actually be doing this skincare, the TimeWise skincare line, on the back of their hand. And we're only going to do it on one hand because there's going to be like a little experiment. We're going to get to see the differences in their hand. And the reason we do that is because at the end of the party, my goal is to get every single person there booked for a party. That's my goal, so that they can take what we did on the back of their hand and actually get to do it to their face. And it gives you an opportunity to practice and become more comfortable with your routine and your script and your party and just sharpen your skills with every appointment that you go to, okay? And so this is the strategy behind what we do. And so over inviting is super important. Personal invitations are super important, okay? And you want to make sure that you're following up multiple times with these people. Okay, so obviously the first initial invitation, and then following up to make sure they received it, and then following up again to check to see if they're coming or not, and then following up again just a couple days before the appointment. To confirm that they remember, because we're people and we're human and we forget things sometimes. So it's super important to follow up just a couple days beforehand to make sure that they're still coming. And then lastly, even on the day of, just sending out a mass text message saying, hey girl, I'm so excited that you're coming to my business debut today. Thank you so much for being willing to support me. I can't wait to see you. Something that simple, just to solidify that she's coming. Okay, so that's one important way and one of the most important things in getting this business debut and making sure it's successful.